Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go. Oh, let's start this show. King Roman News gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know he can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman News.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman News. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News, King Roman News. Let's go. Let's start this show. Let's go. Oh, let's start this show.
What up? Good morning. Good morning, crew. What's going on with y'all? It is Friday, the last Friday of December, the last Friday of this month, the last Friday of this year, the last Friday we'll be seeing each other. And I'm glad that you're here. Shout out to the crew. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in for another show, what I'm calling a double whammy, and I'll explain to you later. Welcome back. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the moderators. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for making me be the content creator that I want to be, challenging me to do the work and come out here and bring you all some good commentary. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'm off today. Okay. I'm off until Tuesday. So I slept in a little bit. My bad. But we back. And if you have not hit that like button, can you please just go ahead and give me an early start so I don't have to be dragging this on throughout the show? Give me a little love. I don't ask for much, just a little like. Just let me know you here. Let me know you here. And again, shout out to the dopest subscribers. You all have always made me feel really great about coming down to my channel and talking about any and everything I want to talk about. So thank you for making me feel that way. Even with your own distinguished opinions, I really do appreciate y'all presence. I really do. I enjoy the comments. I was laughing all day yesterday at y'all comments. Check out the community wall. Shout out to the community wall. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, I don't understand. Hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. And if you want to show me some love, you can always do so at my Cash App, $ Roman L. Jackson. Everything goes back to support the channel, feed me, our games and surprises, and we have our Black History Month Pay It Forward coming up. And so we'll be getting ready for that. But for now, what up? What is going on to the crew? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We're back, baby. We're back. We are back. Okay, we're back with another show. This is Hot Topics and Local News. You know how I blend the two. We have a lot of different things to get into. I have about 9 topics. Before I get to that, let me get to my announcements, okay? Let me talk about some announcements. So don't forget, today is the last day for any member to drop down with the word they think. And I'm going to give you the time frame when to do it. So not now. Don't do it now. Mess up your chances. At the end of this program, at the end of this show, drop down the word you think I use the most for this week, and that's a $200 Cash App prize for you. And so please, members, this is for you. This is my way of saying thank you for getting me to the end of the year and sticking it out with me and being here. And anything that I got, you got. Again, you eating at the table too. So come get this prize so you can go and sit at the table and eat, and we all had a meal together. So that's announcement number one. Announcement number two. So we are having a 90s R&B New Year's Eve sort of kick off your day or whatever tomorrow morning. I'm gonna wake up, okay, I'm gonna get the tunes jamming, and we're gonna have a little 90s R&B. Now I'm gonna make this a little interesting, okay, it's gonna be a little interesting. We're gonna have some cash prizes and blah blah blah, all that good stuff. But we're gonna count down some of the, I don't know what number, don't put a number on it yet, that's what I told myself, but we're gonna count down some moments. I don't know what kind of moments, what moments from where. It might be from my channel. It might be from entertainment news. It might be the top 5 brokest celebs of 2022 or the ones who came out on top. Don't know yet, but we're going to do, it's going to be fun tomorrow. So join me in the morning. You know, I always try to give us a good mood so you can start your year off and kick it off right. I don't want to let these words be forgotten, but remember these words: affirmation, conviction, and evolution. And think about that as you carry it forward into your new year, what that means to you and how that can help you evolve as a better person. And then the last thing I wanted, because I'm tacky, yacky, but this, I think this is my 2020 mood. This is the mood that I'm going into with 2023. This is the mood I'm going into 2023.
Tell them I make moves. Love and hip hop. I am motherfucking love and hip hop. You know who the I is? I'm the Puerto Rican princess. It's gonna take God to come down here and slow me down.
You saw that look at the eye? And that's the mood that I'm embodying as I go into 2023. Literally. Like, everything is all forward. I'm moving. I'm doing everything that I need to do. Fuck that. You know, it's gonna take God to come down here and slow me down. And I want you to feel that same mood. So I wanted to share that with you. I literally saw that on Twitter and was like, girl, that is me all day. I felt that move. So shout out to the crew. Y'all are in here y'all are in here thick. Before I begin, let me, because I don't never say thank you like to the cash apps and stuff, but I definitely get cash apps and I definitely get support. Let me just say thank you. I don't know how this goes. I don't know if you want me to say your name, but you know who you are. Now, this ain't the normal, you know who you are. This is another, this is the largest Cash App amount prize I've ever received. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so, so much. That really meant so much to me. I looked at it and I said, oh my God, that's a milestone in my YouTube career. It made me feel like I was worthy. Like I never received that amount. So thank you so, so much. I really, really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Because you didn't have to do that. And I don't know what other support you lend to other content creators, but just knowing that I was that worthy of that to you, that meant so fucking much. It put a smile on my face. So thank you for that. And I'm going to continue to always strive to do great, because that was that moment felt good. It felt good. I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, wait, what? So thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, Joe. On your way in, hit that like button, subscribe, and share the live. Good morning, Brick Girl. Hey, boo. Bobby, good morning. So excited to catch the show, working overtime again. Thank you so much for this podcast. It is a blast of good energy. Bobby, thank you for being here and dropping down and vibing with the crew. You might as well go on and be a part of the crew. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Hey, Risa. Good morning, babes. Risa, I'm just saying, you don't want me, I can't throw you no love, Risa. Because Risa, she fighting it. Risa don't want me to throw her no love. Good morning, Miss Toby. Happy Friday to you. I may be in and out as I'm on a flight currently. Wi-Fi acting a little funny. Okay. Oh, and I hope safe travels. Where you going? Where you going, Bobby? Thank you for the love. Thank you so much. Shout out to Bobby. Thank you, babes. Thank you. Shout out to Roman. Yeah. UT, yeah, they get a little piece of it. T. Trisha 1. Ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Baby, great. There are only one like. Oh, come on, y'all. Don't forget to hit the likes now. Good morning, Ox City, Queen 805. Hey, Tisa 69. Thank y'all for coming back. Pastor Stephen McNeil Lennon. I want you to know I said a hefty prayer for you, and I hope everything is going well for you. Again, I don't know how recent that was. Even if it wasn't as recent, just the thought of you losing your wife around on Christmas was definitely a heart puller for me. So I hope everything is well with you. And again, I hope I can give you a little joy. I'm gonna try to be lighthearted and all that good stuff. And thank you for being here, even during the times that might be a little hard for you. I appreciate that. Good morning, can't stop. Good morning, lifestyle with Nico. Zap, what up, Zap? Good morning to you, Zap. Thanks for coming through. Hey, Mimi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I'm excited. $200 is some serious cash. That's bill paying money for sure, baby. Listen, I loaded it up. It's been loaded up. Now, let me just be clear, okay? I do want to be clear. Y'all do know that I make sure all my bills are paid, my most immediate bills like rent, electricity, water. Nah, I don't pay water. Phone, all of that should be paid. So don't be thinking I'm just like, oh, he's no. Before, because I would literally come out here like, y'all, I can't even splurge it. I know I said it, but I gotta pay a bill. I am that kind of content creator. I will put my bills first before damaging myself. You know what I mean? And I would hope that you all would want me to think like that, because I can have another giveaway, but you can be out. So I always make sure all my bills and everything is paid first before I do anything. And I'm just being honest with you. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, who he think he is. Nah, no. Before every time I did a show, that's why I said, let me transfer some money now. I'm calculating, bitch. Like, okay. So everything I do is intentional, and I intentionally saved like this coinage to share with you all. I definitely thought about it. I'm excited. A 90. Yes, we're gonna have an R&B 90s come through, y'all. Your coffee, your smokes, whatever. Come through tomorrow. I'm trying to get us, feeling good for the new year. Okay. Are you gonna count down beef sector moments? Yesterday, decal pen on new pocketbook, no old wallet. You know what? I was gonna do that, but now I can do it. I'm at the end of the year. I wanted to do it with Pizarro, and some of the crew tried. Probably, I think y'all tried to get Pizarro to like bite, but I don't think she was going. I think part of it is she can't go on men's platform. I don't know, because I'm a gay man, so I don't know how that works. But I wanted to do it with Pizarro, like a new content creator, like a new person popping in the beef sector. Because last time I did it, it was mostly people who've been there, but it'd been great to have, her there, and we count down some old news. So, and then it's time is dwindling down. I'm sure we can't do that, but it was a thought. Maybe we can kick off the new year with like a top moments to forget of 2022 and do it that way. So I'm always thinking, but I definitely had that show planned out. I even have a old school, new school show. So whoever, here's the idea, here's the thought, because I know I could never pull it off. What you really should do is pair a old school, a OG with a new G versus another OG and a new G, and ask them questions and see which team gets it first. You can have penalties, you can have buzzer rounds, you can even have the chat. If they want to get somebody up off the team, they can, maybe super chat if you want somebody to get off the team or swap out because they ain't playing right. But I think that'll be fun. You get to pair, that old energy with the new energy. There's some synergy, we can share ideas and thoughts versus another set. I think that's good. It's more collaborative and less separate, less divisional, because some who classifies themselves as a new G in the sector, who classifies themselves as so many different people that do that you have enough to say, okay, an OG and a new G versus another OG and a new G. And I think that'll be cute. Points. There can be, and it can all be about points, who wins the first round. Then we get another team come up who wins that round. At the end of the day, there's a team that wins that round, a new G and an OG. We're building camaraderie, team. It's fun. And you can make it so that the subscribers of the beef sector get to pick the teams. You put up a poll, who do y'all want to be together out of this group, and make it fun. It might be somebody who they, don't like each other, but for the sake of the game. So I don't know, but I was thinking about that too. You're responsible. Okay, pizza will go to a gay man's platform. I don't know what happened. We're gonna see. I'm gonna reach out again. 90s R&B. I know you will have at least one Jodeci song in the mix. Okay, Jodeci, baby. What? Bizarre can go on panels with gay men. She just chooses not to do that on straight men's platforms. Okay. I'm gonna reach back. I'm gonna reach back out for next year, y'all. I'm gonna reach back out for next year. All right, y'all. Let's get into this show. I also wanted to tell you all at the top of the hour, everybody that's here, that Bobby, I think it was Bobby or maybe Voodoo was like, no, Zaire. He was like, can we get a what'd you say? Can we get a marathon? I said a marathon. Damn. So I'm not gonna give you a marathon, but what I'm going to do is immediately after this show, I have a live queued up on my channel so that we can get into the crew, the updates on the justice for Shanquella Robinson in her case. Now, that's why I'm a little late, because I prepared for 2 shows, and I did my due diligence. And so for Shanquella, we're gonna go through it all. We're gonna explore. I mean, damn, Kieran, we're gonna talk about the subpoenas. We're going to talk about Gerardo Zuniga, the private investigator in Mexico. We're going to talk about what the fuck is the FBI doing. We're going to talk about all of the accusations that have come out, like the Cabo owner's information has been released. What the fuck is that going to do for anything? Oh, let me save my commentary from a show. And then we're going to talk about the sisters and the family stealing the GoFundMe money. I'm like, it's just... So we're going to get all into that. So if you want to join me, that's going to be directly after this show. Now, I'm not going to run this show faster than I normally do. It's going to be a 2-hour show like always. And after that, we're going to cut the live on and we're going to do our Shanquella talk. You feel free to join me. I'm going to drop the link so people can come up and talk and discuss. But when I tell you I pulled as much information as I could, because I want y'all to know, some of the stuff you see is smoke and mirrors, and there's no smoke. There's no fire. There's nothing. It's just gossip. So I want to give you the meat and potatoes. So without that said, let's get into this. Let's get into this show. Thank y'all for being here, and I hope y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. So I told you this is a dual show. We're doing local news and hot topics. 4 local news stories and 5 hot topic stories. So the first story I have to bring to you, because it's one of these stories where if not for the family bringing attention to it, we would know nothing about it. So this story comes to us from Ohio. We have a Sinzae Reed, a 13-year-old boy. He was murdered, shot and killed by a white man who is now free. Now, we got to get into the details of this story, okay? The man's name is Craig Butler. So on the day it happened, now this happened back in October 12th. So on October 12th at around 5:45 p.m., Craig Butler pulls up to Sinzae Reed's home. Now this is a picture of Sinzae Reed. That's him. That's the young man that you see on my thumbnail. So he pulls up to Sinzae Reed's home. And all witnesses get out. Witnesses testify and say that they see this man get out of his car, pull out his gun, and fire several shots into the back of Sinzae Reed. He then gets into his car and drives off. Police come on the scene. They see the young man on the ground. They try to perform CPR, rescue, life-saving techniques. He dies. So the police then arrest Craig Butler. Okay? They arrest him. And then he pleads, the prosecutors decide that they want to drop this case. The prosecutors, I'm not talking about defense attorneys, I'm not talking about the judge. The fucking prosecutors decided they want to dismiss this case. And you know why? Because they said the man pleaded self-defense. So just to back up what I've said to you so far, and that's sort of why I give you the breakdown story, I back it up with article, and then I back that up with a credible news outlet video source, because I try to give you all of the angles so I don't miss a piece of the story. So, of course, like I said, at 5:45 p.m., this man showed up at his apartment complex, exited his truck, and fired multiple rounds into this young man. Rushed to life-threatening to the hospital, where he died at 6:26 p.m. Now, here's the gotcha. This is the first time I ever heard some shit like this, because most cases we talk about here, y'all, we get autopsy reports, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days later? Well, these people can't even confirm how the man has died. We're about 3 months later now. Information surrounding his injuries has been posted online. However, the official autopsy report from the Franklin County Coroner's Office has not been released. The Coroner's Office says the reports take an average of 6 months to complete. The dispatch has filed a request to review the report when it becomes available. Until the autopsy report is completed, it is not known how many times Reed was shot and where on his body. Are you kidding me? So, given that information, given the information that the guy is pleading self-defense, what do? Prosecutors filed a motion to dismiss the case after Butler's arrest. At the time, prosecutors said Butler was alleging that he had fired shots at Reed in self-defense. Now, get into this. They won't refile any charges until the autopsy report has been completed. There was no forensic evidence about the positioning of Reed's wounds to prove or disprove his claims. There is no statute of limitations for filing a murder charge, and charges could be refiled at a later date. We're December 30th. This happened on October 12th. He was released October 20th. Do you think charges have been filed? No charges have been filed in federal courts as of Thursday afternoon. So here's the mother. She's been out picketing. She wants something to happen to her son. Last night, she was on Roland Martin's show interviewing about this. And I'm going to share a clip about what she said. But this right here got foul play written all the fuck over it. You mean to tell me this man actually was arrested? Prosecutors actually wanted to charge him. He pleads self-defense with no trial. And because the autopsy report isn't complete, they can't move forward in this case. So now we're here. Now we're all, we're all here at the front lines again. I told you I'd rather be on the front lines than the back line. We're on the front lines trying to push this for this young man. Y'all check out this. Sinzae Reed, fatally shot. And shout out to the crew. Let's get this man some justice too. It's a lot of folks that need some justice. Let's work.
From what I've read, the community has really rallied around the family. There's a rally plan for this weekend to try to compel law enforcement to charge Mr. Butler in this case. Can you talk about the rally and the community report support you've received?
Okay, so a little bit about
Butler has sparked outrage. As many of you who have followed this story will know, in October, Craig Butler Sr. shot and killed 13-year-old Sinzae Reed, then fled the scene in his vehicle. Of course, there were eyewitnesses. There was video of this taking place. Additionally, Mr. Butler was charged with murder in the case. However, on October 19th, without giving a reason, the prosecutor decided to drop the charges against Mr. Butler. Now, of course, there is no statute of limitations for murder charges. So the prosecution has time to refile these charges if necessary. There is a federal investigation potentially into the case. Has not been announced by the Justice Department yet for violation of the civil rights of Mr. Reed. To talk a little more about this case, we're joined by the mother of Sinzae Reed, joining us remotely. Ms. Reed, how are you doing this morning or this evening? Mrs. Reed, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, there we go. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. We, of course, condolences for everything your family has gone through. What information have you gotten from police or prosecutors about why these charges were dropped against Mr. Butler?
Y'all listen to this.
They told me that they could only hold him for 10 days. And with the evidence that they had, that they didn't want to present it to the grand jury yet. Because if the grand jury decided not to convict him, then they couldn't retry him again.
And what additional information are they saying that they need in order to charge him? We have eyewitnesses, we have video of what happened, we saw him flee the scene. What are they articulating that they need?
They said that they're waiting for the autopsy report to come back.
Okay, and have they given you an estimation on that? I know where I practice, often it can take up to 6 months for those autopsy reports to come back. Have they given you any timetable on the issue?
They told me the last time I spoke to someone, she told me it could take 2 or more months. And right now it's been about 3 months. And I haven't spoke to no one since then.
And I wanted to stop sharing there. Now, out of all the cases, I'm telling you, every time we talk about stories, we get some new shit. Have y'all ever heard anything like this with an autopsy report? Mexico turned out around the autopsy report quicker than these motherfuckers have, and we're talking about America. What are we doing? So this family has been waiting on the autopsy report to proceed forward to see if this was self-defense. Were they in his back as he was running away, or was it in the front of him as he's directed? Now, don't let this fucking autopsy report come back and it's foul play, like a alcohol poisoning when we know it's spinal cord injury. You see what I'm saying? So this family needs us to rally around them. I'm definitely looking more into it. I really found this story as the last story that I found for the show today. So I'm still looking into more details of this story. The young man, they're having a rally, they're holding a rally, and they have some numbers and information for people who in the area, Columbus, Ohio, who would like to attend, or if they have any more information that they want to provide. Here's the information here. It's going to be on Sunday, January 1st at 2 p.m. at the Wedgwood Apartments. They're going to have another press conference. And again, if you're watching me in the Shanquilla Live, we'll talk about press conferences. But again, see how a press conference is important, getting all information and facts out to the public so we can advocate, because I'm going to be watching that and I'm going to come back and report on it. Franklin County, Columbus Mayor, numbers here, justice for Sinzae Reed. Are you kidding me? We haven't even gotten information about the relationship, the connection. What this fucking 34, 36-year-old man coming to a 13-year-old's house in self-defense? Self-defense means something happened on scene. You drove up, committed a crime. Did you mean that something happened offsite at another location and then it dispersed for some reason and you actually followed him with the idea that you were going to shoot and kill him? Because now we're going into murder charges and homicide. So I want to know how fucking far we got to go back to start digging into what actually happened. We don't got no details of the case. I don't have none of that kind of information. What the fuck is going on? And the mother is doing as much as she can. She's doing as much as she can. She's being as patient as possible on this autopsy report to come back. And unfortunately, every city, state, every zone or township and municipality has their own coroner with their own policies. But 6 months we're not talking about a complex older man. We're talking about a 13-year-old boy. How much do you have to do? Which gives me it doesn't sound right. It don't sound right. So I'm gonna stay tuned to this story because it just some don't sound right. That's when it becomes absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Self-defense from a 13-year-old. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. How the fuck was it self-defense and you shot him in his back? Clearly. And here we go with LAPD, not LAPD, Houston Police Department. How much evidence do you need to know? Like, they had to go reconstruct the crime scene for us to be back here at point one, where we know it's two different shooters. Here, how much evidence do you need to know what happened to this boy? He didn't shoot himself. Somebody had to shoot him. In self-defense, how do you know it's self-defense? Probably because he's going to plead self-defense, and they felt like they didn't have enough evidence at that time to proceed with the judge, so they decided to just opt on self-defense, because if they did, then the case would have fell flat. Of course you can appeal it, but they wanted to make sure everything was on the up and up. You bitches are backwards. Y'all lucky. Sometimes I be saying like they be dealing with the other half of us. If you start dealing with the better half of us, I guarantee you. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine? I can't imagine you pulling up to a private property. First of all, now we have other people involved. This is a private residence property. Once you enter that first set of black pavement, you are now on their property. What are the policies in place to make sure that my children are protected here? Oh, I would go there. See, once you start making everybody liable around the situation, it puts heat where it needs to be put on. Ma'am, I'm telling you now, Start looking at your lease. What's in that bitch? I don't know if you back on the rent or something and you trying to be cool, but girl, I'm telling you, it's a lot of angles we can pull this shit. It's a lot of angles. It's a lot of angles. Do your own investigations. Where the fuck did this shit start? Where did it occur? Was this a location that children should have been safe? He ignited it? Because then it's even worse. So we got some due diligence to do here. Good morning, Karma Cartel. Oh my God, I would be in jail myself. No, are you kidding me? He should have never been given bail. Now, I hate to do this, but we have to because it's how we it's sort of how we normalize and understand these situations. Had the shooter been a Latino and the child been a 13-year-old white boy, can I ask you all, and I'm being honest, what do you all think would have happened? This is why we're saying there needs to be some justice done for this man, because we clearly can see that had the shoes been on the other foot, and notice I said Latino, I didn't say black, because I want y'all to see that it would be different on any fucking foot. I think if it would have been an Asian man that did this, it would be different. So that's why I'm saying there shouldn't be no separation of procedural processes and the 6 months for the autopsy report. I'd fucking have an attorney who wants to look at all the last autopsy reports you've done, from the moment of an incident occurring to when it came in to when you completed that fucking autopsy report. Bitch, give me the average time frame from the actual work. Don't give me the average time frame you telling me 6 months. Yeah, that sounds great on paper, but what does it look like when you actually do this shit? I know y'all not waiting 6 months for a fucking murder. If an elected official gets shot today, we waiting 6 months? Every citizen should be treated the same. Priority should be given the same on all fronts. This was a 13-year-old child. There should be a level of priority here. 6 months. I can't imagine. I tell you one thing. It goes to, are they slow? Are you working with antiquated equipment? Bitch, call the FBI. I'm sure they can do it in a day. What are we doing? That shit angered me. Like, they think we stupid. 6 months. So that happened on October. We're now in December. We have to wait till 2023 for this lady to get an autopsy report for her child. Man, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here with this dumb shit, yo, wake up. We might have, yeah, this right here. A lot of people are trying to say it's similar to Arbery's. They're trying to get away. They're trying to negate accountability, not only for the guy, but for the city, the police department. On October 19th, which was my birthday, prosecutors filed to dismiss the cases in municipal court. Literally, and this happened all on October 12th. That don't even sound like enough time for you to even tell the court that you feel like are you kidding me? But they say they can only hold him for 10 days. So we're here. So I'm definitely gonna put this young man on my community wall. We definitely need to lend him our support, y'all. If y'all hear about the story, the more you watch him on YouTube, the more you like them, those videos regarding this guy, the more it populates in the algorithm. Let's do our part. Even if you're not a content creator, just watch one video of somebody else, not even me, anyone. Type the name in, help populate this name to the front. Even if you're on Twitter, retweet it, heart it. All of that stuff puts it to the front. If you can only just do that part, because I'm definitely going to be having my arms and my heart around this situation here. Because this could have been my little brother playing outside. And you mean to tell me you was that fucking mad? Bitch, we all mad today. See, here's the thing. When we talk about street justice, you better not have kids. I hope your children are grown. I hope your grandchildren are well away from you, because sometimes karma comes in the form of the people around you. God forbid something happens to your loved ones, your 13-year-old young babies around you. You don't think about shit like that. You're just operating out of a mode of fear and anger. God forbid. You better pray to the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, you better tell your kids, stay from outside. Y'all better be laying low. I'm telling you, listen, I'm not saying me. I'm just saying what I know. I'm telling you now. y'all better be careful, because that street justice, it does not always come in the form of you. It does come in the form of the people around you. They can get hurt and affected by it. A few people forgot to hit the like though. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Whatever happened to the kid they found in the gym at school? Oh my God, I remember that. Wow, that was so long. I remember that. He'd be under the jail. Baby, what you talking? No bail would be set. Good morning, Nadine. Thank you for being back and coming through. The busy still in his organs. I'm telling you, it is. The bullets. Yeah, we need the time frame of white people. Right. Absolutely. It's only right. It's only right. Stealing. Good morning, Coco. Hey, boo. And chat it, drop it down and say hello. Thank you. Yeah, karma is a bitch. Yeah, karma will come. So we'll stay tuned to this story. Rest in peace, young man. 13-year-old Sinzae Reed. Sinzae Reed. Coming out of Columbus, Ohio. Rest assured, King Roman will definitely keep his foot on this story. And going into 2023, I'll definitely be covering this on our Crime TV channel. So if you have not subscribed, I'm just trying to figure out like what is going on. So here is that link so you can subscribe. So when we start talking about stories like this, you can be in the know, you can participate, you can help me also get the message out, because that's what that's gonna be about, getting that message out and spreading the word. So come over there so you can hear more about stories like this. What happened to this young man, Sinzae Reed? And shout out to the crew. Thank y'all for being here, and please make sure y'all hit that like button. All right, let's roll on to our next topic. Local news. Still in local news. So this is a pretty interesting story. Oh no, not an interesting story. This ain't that one yet. So continuing our coverage from the blizzard from Monday, or was it Monday? Wednesday, yesterday. We have another situation, but this is a little. I need y'all to put on y'all crew critical thinking hats. Okay, I'm gonna explain the story to you, and then I want you all to see how I see it. So we have this woman. A Buffalo woman went out on Christmas Eve telling her daughter she'd be right back. They found her a body a few hundred feet from her home. Now, it sounds all on the up and up, right? Yeah, it sounds all on the up and up. So here are the details. So her mother wanted to go out. She's 52 years old, and she said she'd be right back, and left without mentioning where she was headed. Her mother had lived with her since August, and she just assumed her mom was trying to get to some stores before they closed, but she never made it back. Her body was discovered only a few feet hundred from the house. Now, let me give you a filler. So when her mother went missing, well, when she couldn't find her mother, like maybe a couple of hours later, she started texting their family Facebook group and the neighborhood's Facebook group. So she texted both of them and said, "Hey, my mom's missing, and here's a picture." Well, nobody from the family responded, and nobody from the neighbors responded, but this man. And here's what the man said. He said so once she responded, he Facebook video, whatever the fuck they call it, messenger videoed you. I don't even use Facebook like that, but to post to my family. Once on a video chat, he immediately broke down. The man told her he had been stranded and was walking when he saw Alexander in the snow. He moved her body out of the elements under the awning of a business where she wouldn't be buried under the snow. Excuse me? And because right now they have so many bodies that they're uncovering, like the death toll is going up because thawing, they're finding more cars, people trapped in cars and all that kind of shit. The coroner's office is definitely piling up, and so a lot of them are waiting to even get information about what really happened. She's just alluding that they found her mother's body, police came, she's just another one that they got to expect. But I'm sitting here saying, hold up. So he FaceTimes you and immediately broke down. Okay. The man had been stranded and was also walking when he saw her in the snow. Okay. He moved her body out of the elements under the awning of a business where she wouldn't be buried under the snow. It just got to me like, y'all better do a motherfucking autopsy report and make sure you get his name. Make sure you take a copy of his photo ID and store all of those phone messages. I'm serious. I'm not playing, because this could go by the wayside, and this woman's true white cause of death can be undetermined. And we thinking she died of, just being out in the cold. She could have been, we don't know. I don't want to put nothing on it. And this is all, of course, this is all absolutely allegedly. Baby, don't quote me, but it just sounds real skeptical. Literally, the story then said that she put this man told her, "Can I call you?" She said, "Sure." He Facebook called her and just started breaking down, crying. What? I don't know. I will stay tuned. But it sounds a little iffy. It sounds a little iffy to me. Slim Body Benz, what up? What up? Don't it sound iffy? It sounds a little iffy. 100 feet from her house. I mean, that's honestly enough time for you to turn around and say, okay, I can't really do this. Let me walk back home. Face down on the ground. I don't even think 100 feet walking is enough for you to get like hypothermia that yet to set in. I don't know, and I could be wrong, and I could be speculating, but I saw the story and I said, whoa, girl, I hope you do follow up. I hope you do your due diligence. Don't let this shit go by the wayside just because it was a storm. Are you kidding me? Yeah, something is definitely missing. Something, it really is. It's strange to me. And he just broke down. What got me was he broke down because he was a neighbor of the community. Now, mind you, the daughter just recently moved into the area. Well, the mother just recently moved into the area with the daughter. So she wasn't as familiar. And so just to me, it just seemed like, oh, y'all better do y'all due diligence on this story. Please, for heaven's sake. Now, and I'll keep y'all tuned on this story. And shout out to the crew. We 41 minutes in, 46 people in the chat. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Now we're going to switch over to this next topic here. Now, this one is the one I told you was really, really interesting. So this employee, white employee, sues Verizon after he's caught using the N-word while discussing DMX on a company phone. So the details. This was like, I think last year over the summer. He was outside. This is what he says happened. And I'll tell you what I think happened. He took a phone call on his personal call and also took a call on his business phone. But he was talking over here and let this play. And he was talking about he's a DMX fan and he was reciting DMX lyrics using the N-word on the phone. And one of the people from his job heard it. And so a month later, not immediately, a month later, they fired him because they said that, it's inappropriate conduct, using inappropriate language, business phone, business time. Basically, in discussing DMX music, plaintiff used the word "in," which is a word commonly used by the artist himself in his lyrics. Unbeknownst to plaintiff, he had inadvertently answered a call on his company's cellular phone. And a Verizon employee who listened to his private call for approximately 45 seconds overheard him say the word nigga. So they let him go. And, nobody thought nothing of it. Well, he and his union, they're suing Verizon. And this is why they're suing Verizon. Now, this is interesting because I've heard this response before. And this is why people always say, if you can use the N-word, so can I. If you can use the C word, so can I. This is his case. So this is defense. Such language is used in the presence of management level employees. Yet when it is used by a female employee, an African American employee, and or a Hispanic employee, none is reprimanded or disciplined in any way. So he's going to court, suing them with the help of his union by saying, hey, yeah, I use the N-word, but we have all of these black people, we have females, Latinos, and they use the N-word around management, and y'all don't reprimand them, but you're reprimanding me. How, Sway? And that's a conversation we really do have to have. That's a conversation in a professional environment. I don't think anyone should be using the N-word. In a professional, at your job, I don't care if you work at the hood corner store down to the gas station. There's a time and a place for you to be you and then for you to be an employee. I learned that earlier. Until you employ you have to be an employee. And so at any job, I worked at the grocery store. I'm sure I used the N-word then, but as I've grown up to know, it's inappropriate for you to use that language at your job for these reasons. Because there's people who may think it's right and they may go down the path of using it. And let's say the court sides with this man and say you're right. What does this say for the rest of the employees at Verizon? What it should have always been, an environment where you don't use that word, you don't use that language. We shouldn't be. And that was the lesson I wanted to really get out of this story to share with you all, was that we shouldn't, because folks like this who think it's cool and okay to use that at their place of employment will use the response that when a female and an African American employee and a Hispanic employee, when they do it, nothing happens to them. So what's wrong with me? And I wasn't even using it in a negative way. I was copying what a black man said. Got to be mindful. Got to be mindful. I try my hardest in public places when kids around, but it sometimes it slips out. But I definitely, for sure, at work, I try to use language that defines me. So if anybody try to say something to me, you're gonna speak to me on a respectful manner. So I try to be that way. Like, I try to speak who I am. Like, make sure that I'm clearly articulated and understood. But to casually be like, "What up, nigga?" I will look at you like, "Bitch, what?" At work though, I will pull you to the side, "Yo, hey, I know you knew, and I'm just letting you know, do not call me in at work. Now, I'm not telling you not to use it. Do your own thing, but we can't do that, okay?" That'd be like the first warning. Second time you pull that shit, I'm ignoring you and I'm not talking to you. You're getting blackballed out this bitch. Don't say shit to me. I don't know who that is. Because it's inappropriate. And I don't want, again, folks who shouldn't be using the word to see you using it and think it's okay for them to ever approach me with that bullshit. So take the lesson in this employee suing Verizon. Now, it's going to be an interesting case. We'll see how far this goes, but he does have the strong backing of the union. The union is standing 10 toes down with this man, which is why I always say unions. Yeah, I remember being in the union, and they were cute for taking my, what was it, $1.20 every paycheck. But yeah, um, yeah, something missing for sure. Got some signal back. Did I miss the Tory audio? No, not yet, not yet, not yet. You will not get away with nothing seen or unseen. Was he palm cover colored? Absolutely. How you get your name green or blue? Oh, it's the membership link. And I have the wrong link. Somebody, moderators. Can y'all grab the iPhone link, please? And I'm gonna copy yours. Well, he does have a point to the environment. There we go, Miss Toby. I agree. Not at the job. I agree with him. No color in professionalism. Period. Bobby, you have to. How do you become a member? Okay, I have to get the iPhone link. How do I get the iPhone link? How do I get the link? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna have it for if I'm gonna have it. I got you, boo. Hey Chantel, good morning. Good morning. Shout out to the crew for being here. Thank y'all for coming through. So he went all the way home to come to the internet. All the way home. Yes. Yes. YouTube membership. All right. Now I put this on my community wall and y'all comments were y'all comments. So we have, I posted this on my community wall, boxing plans to form a category solely for transgender athletes in 2023. This is the pro boxing organization, and this organization is based out of Mexico. It's one of boxing's 4 major sanctioning bodies across the globe, along with the World Boxing Association, the World Boxing Organization, and the International Boxing Federation. Now, I showed this so you can see that this is serious. This is not no, little league or anything. This is a real big league. They got some money and some backing behind it. And I show that to show you that it's interesting that we're here. And so now they put this out and there's some rules. But before I show you the rules, I just wanted to to understand, do you all agree? Yes or no? If you agree that there should be a separate league in the boxing world for transgenders, can you just let me know yes or no? I just want to see in the chat before I tell you the rules, and then I want to get another yes or no. So let me know in the chat. Do y'all agree? Yes or no? Dun, 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 dun. Wait a minute. Get with Bizarre about that end of the year wrap up show, love. She said she would do it. Oh, she did? Oh shit now. Oh shit. Y'all know it's about to be explosive. Oh, I'm about to be messy. Messy. Yes, sounds fair to me. They need their own league in every sport. Yeah, okay, we're yesing. Okay. Now, crew, I was with y'all. I was like, oh, this is good. This is great. This is nice. Until I read some of the rules, and I said, you know what, this is still a form of discrimination. So let's get into these rules, and we can agree to disagree. I love that. Y'all yesing right now, and I'm feeling how I feel. So let's talk about the rules. So here are the rules. First, the purpose is that they want a global call for trans athletes to come forward if they want to compete. So no longer do you have to hide behind the scenes and you're interested in boxing. Come forward. We're letting you know we're forming a league. Come forward. You can play. Second, trans athletes will not be allowed to compete against non-trans fighters. And that, for me, is an issue. And it's an issue because it should be optional. I understand it, but you got to understand semantics. When you say that they shouldn't, that allows room for people who say that they're okay with it. A trans man might be okay with fighting a man. A trans woman might be okay with fighting a woman. We don't know. We never know. But to just say that that's automatically out and we're not going to do it, I think you got to put some criteria around that. If it's optional, if should a trans woman want to play or fight with a woman and it's mutually agreed upon, then here are the stipulations. Again, when it's almost like when you're telling somebody that, yeah, you can come play at our house, but you can't go upstairs with the rest of the folks. Wait, what? Give me more. I can't go upstairs and with the rest of the folks because, or I can go upstairs, but I have to be welcome into, like, there has to be more on it, because again, to me, it's a form of you're not bringing people into the fold. You want them to come to each other's events. You want them to be around, but when you start saying they can't, it's almost this level of there's no aspiration. I didn't like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't like that. The feeling vibe of that. I think it should be optional. I'm not saying it needs to be mandatory, and I just think that the opportunity, should it ever arise in the future, should be there. The second rule, the last rule, was the sport would look to adopt the at-birth rule, meaning a trans fighter born a man would only be able to compete against a fellow trans fighter born a man. So if you are a trans man, you can only fight with another trans man. But if you are a trans woman, you can't fight with a trans man. They're going by that at birth rule. And again, I say, why not optional? Why are we doing this? What is it? We got to talk about what we are preventing. And I'm only saying that, you all, because there will come times in the future where this will be contested. And meet the contesting. Well, we're saying that if a trans woman and a biological woman agree, then that's different. But we're just coming out the back saying, no, we're not having none of that. Then why even create the policy in the first place if we're not talking about being inclusive, open, inviting, creating parameters, maybe structured matches, a transgender fight blended in with maybe a women's match or a men's match. I think we need to have a discussion about how we're blending this, because it sounds like you're just wrangling everybody together, putting them in a group, and in that group you're saying you can do this and you can't do that. And then when you compare it to how it's done in the the regular industry, you're like, whoa, there's a lot of movement over here, a lot of leeway. There's a lot of different things. Why are we being stuck to this? So, and I'm not saying we, me in general, but I'm just saying in general. To me, that's how I felt. That's how it looked. I'm going to continue watching to see how this plays out. But I think it's interesting. We've talked about a lot of different trans topics here, and I always see both sides. I always understand sometimes how people feel disenfranchised on one on one side, and then how folks may feel like their freedoms and liberties may be being violated. So that's where I'm looking at this, because on the other side, if I was a trans man or woman or whatever, I would like, what if I was a short nature stature guy and there was a trans man who wanted to, we wanted to race against each other? The fuck? Allow us to have that conversation or opportunity. And then from there, we can start building a criteria and actually building this shit out. We got to go through it to build it out. You can't just, no. Like, what? And that's sort of how I feel about it. Now, let me see what y'all feel about it. I know I could tell by how y'all was leaving the chat. Y'all was like, Good morning, M. Renee. Both parties would have to agree. Thank you, Six. That's all I'm saying. Discrimination. You can't have an able-bodied runner running with wheelchair body athletes. I agree. That I agree. The plot thickens. Baby, it is unfortunately, but these trigger words are never going away. Oh, you behind. You so behind. Yes. Hey, Pizarro, I was told. Yes, Pizarro, I wanted to do an end of the year beef sector countdown. And I had wanted to do it with you. And I had talked about it earlier. And I think it was Risa and Voodoo were gonna mention it to you to see if you'd be interested in doing it. And so I'm down. I just didn't know if it was too late or if you know how y'all was gonna do this or not. But I wanted to do it with a new content creator versus someone who's old, because I think there's a different perspective that comes with it. Once I like splash everything that went on, we can go through it, all that good stuff. So they should have a choice. I agree. Welcome, you was told the right thing. Okay, I'll join you. Okay, all right, okay. I'm about to be working, y'all. All right. Oh shit. And thank you for coming through, Miss Intel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look at Voodoo. Shout out to y'all. Who did that? Who arranged that? I owe you some dinner. Shout out to you. I told you I owe you some dinner. Y'all be playing too much. So this is where we are with the rules in the boxing arena. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. Now we're gonna switch over to hot topics really, really quickly. We got an hour left on this show, so we're gonna switch over to hot topics. Before I do that, can y'all please hit that like button? Give me a little bit of love, a little bit of love, a little bit of love. Thank you. Now, I mentioned this yesterday on yesterday's show, and I told you I wanted to talk about it on Hot Topics and not necessarily local news. So Coolio's estate, $300,000, will likely be split up among 7 of his kids due to the lack of his will. And I just was telling y'all how fucking crazy this is. Now, I want to go on record as saying yesterday I said it was 300,000, but they haven't done an evaluation of it. It may be worth a bunch of millions, but do you know, as it stands, each of his 7 children would receive $42,000 from him as his estate is as of right now. Do you see what I mean? That's why I said, wow, this was worth an honorable mention. That's why it's important for you to look at a fucking will. Now they got a probate attorney coming in, having to decipher his assets and his money to his children. It makes no sense to me. And I thought he had way more money than that. But unfortunately, he doesn't. Most of his money will come from futures. That $1 million valuation are futures, future royalties, all of that good stuff. So it ain't nothing like we're talking about like right this instant, right now. Nah, that's not the case. So make sure y'all get some wills or get you an attorney as quick as you can. All right. Now, just the honorable mention, but Y'all remember this? I posted it on my community wall. Lil Nas X trolls fans with baby news. Now, I can't for the life of me believe why anybody would believe this man actually has a son. It was just so crazy to me. And I saw it on Twitter and people was retweeting it. And I saw a couple websites have to do retractions. Like people pulled their article down. They didn't even carry the article. They had an article. They don't carry the article anymore. Because people started putting 1 and 2 together. Now, do y'all remember last year, September 17th, Lil Nas came out with these pictures, these baby pictures, and announced that he was pregnant. And earlier this year, on September 14th, he posted a picture with baby toys and said his baby is here, basically saying, I've been in labor for 9 months. Now my baby's here. Still playing on this, he's pregnant. So recently, he posted this picture. I'm tired of hiding from the world. Here's my baby, you all. Now, here's my thing. This is the thing that I have right here. This shit has to stop, Lil Nas. It has to stop. These antics, these jokes, trying to stoke conversation. I don't know if you think you're feeding an LGBTQ narrative that's how it has to stop. And the reason I'm saying it has to stop is because we're getting older, and as we get older, our evolution from music evolves and all that kind of shit. You are starting to look like Lady Gaga. You know how Lady Gaga came out here and she was just to the point where nobody took her serious, and then when she wanted to become serious, it was almost like, we missorted the crazy bitch. Well, he's starting to give me that. Like, I want attention so bad that I'm doing shit like this. I'm pregnant. Which way? I'm pregnant. Right there. Right there. And now he got a baby. No, this man ain't got no baby. And somebody around him need to tell him, man, he got to cut this shit out. He's doing way too motherfucking much. Somebody tweeted this. How did y'all know that Lil Nas X had a son? He was literally, how did y'all not know Lil Nas X had a son? He was literally pregnant. And it's a stunt. I promise you it's new music about to come. I promise you something is going to happen. Please let's not go on a tour thinking everything this man does is serious. It's giving stunty cunty. It's giving trolly roly poly. No. And I actually won, and I've always come out the gate telling y'all, this man does not really, he don't wet my whistle. Lil Nas X does not wet my whistle. I totally think that he's doing a little too much. Voodoo did. Bet. Can get a coffee with 10 sugar, 7 creams, and 2 splashes of hazelnut and a chocolate donut. Baby. Oh, that's what you want? That's what you want? Okay, I got you, Voodoo. I'm gonna get you right. I hope it is more. No. Pizarro addicted with Shanquella case. Oh yeah, we talking about that next, y'all. I hope y'all come back through. That's our next live. I'm gonna break it all down. All these damn accusations that we're hearing. So y'all come through. The live is set up on my channel too. I know y'all got a lot of places to be. So yeah, please don't believe Lil Nas X. Not that he was pregnant, but that he was a kid. Maybe he meant an album. That's what he means. That baby is adorable. Child, another catfish baby. King, that's what you would need to keep up with Pizarro. Oh, why won't this move? Oh no, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be similar to the first show I did with Spiller Boy. It's gonna be like that format. All right. Now this. So I have a question before I go into this. How many of y'all will fight another female for your nigga? Or how many of my dudes will fight somebody for your nigga? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we're married, yes. Yeah, and I done put some years in. Yeah, I had to ask myself this question seriously. I said, if we dating, I probably be like, I don't give a fuck. You can have them. If you my boyfriend, I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. But married, it's without going. I'm definitely gonna hit a bit. I'm definitely gonna walk into a club and ask you, oh, so this is what we giving? I know I am. It's history there. It's all that kind of shit. So how many of y'all will definitely throw down for your significant other? I know I will. No, oh, no. What? I have. It depends. Is his life in danger? No, no life in danger. Maybe, somebody, what? Am I the only thought like this? I will fight a female for my adult son, though. I feel so okay, Zap. Thank you. Thank you. I know. So I listen. Maybe I'm also territorial. What's mine is mine, bitch. Back the fuck off. You don't see that ring on that finger. I don't know what you're doing. Why are you trying to shit? I always feel like that. But if we're like dating or some shit. I'm always like, okay, you have them. You can pull them. You can pull them. Well, people have been asking Cardi B about her lyric in the song "Fighting Over Dick" lyric from Tomorrow too. Where she talk about um fighting or something, whatever. And so she explained it. And I gotta be honest with you. I don't agree with Cardi B a lot. I don't. I'll be like, what the fuck you talking about? But I'm team Cardi on this one, y'all. Check this shit
Don't
out.
mind me, I'm drunk. No, I don't give a fuck. How about that? Because I'll say even if I'm drunk or not. All right. So I've been seeing a lot of tweets that be going viral talking about when Cardi says this. Hold up. These tweets talk about when Cardi say she fighting over dick too. I don't feel her on that. But this is my thing, right? This is my thing. If a bitch go through your purse, right? If a bitch go through your purse and she steals some of your money, you're not gonna fight that bitch? Yeah, bitch, you gonna fight for your money, right? So if a nigga's providing for you, giving you money, paying your bills, doing all that shit, and a bitch go take him from you, you not gonna fight over that dick because that's your money. Because that nigga's your money. You not gonna fight for that, bitch? Because I'm fighting with teeth. I'm biting you, bitch, over my nigga. Yes, I am. Fighting you over that dick. Now, if it's a broke nigga, bitch, I can help you. You deserve charges on you, bitch. You deserve a whole restraining order.
Where's the lies? For me, where's the lies? I mean, sometimes you gotta understand that marriages are investments, and sometimes now not the Nia where Nia's gonna be out there fighting. She done been in an engagement for half her damn life. No, I don't think that's work. An engagement, no. But I'm talking about a marriage. We got some kids. We done been together. We been through some shit. I'm not giving up that easy. I know I'm not. I don't give up on shit in my life that easy. So just some random trying to fuck up my shit. Yeah, now after I fuck that nigga up, you better believe you come on in this fucking house, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm raising hell on your ass because you need to know better too. So I'm not gonna just, but yeah, I'm definitely territorial. I will definitely pop up like, what's up? I am by nature. I'm just that's my shit. Get off my shit. Like what's up? And then when you love someone, like when you love someone, I'm talking about like what you say, bitch. Yo, ain't even finished the statement. Y'all in the store, somebody done turned around and said something sick to yo boo. You done jump. What you say, bitch? That's the kind, like, yeah, that's why I said I feel her on this. It may be thotty, I don't care, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Especially if it's some I'm not even gonna lie. Married, maybe. I doubt it though. I'm definitely causing a scene. Baby, what? We are listen, what? Because this come from my past, honey. I've done it. Barefoot in the dirt and even went to the church house. That's my husband. Gang, come through. Shout out to the member. Okay. Listen, I knew it was some people understood. Are you kidding me? Y'all will see a whole video out here, man, done pulled up. Surely would. But don't believe. Now, I'm not pulling to the hotel shooting a bitch like we heard in the story on Wednesday. That's not the case. I'm not talking about shooting a bitch, but I'm definitely making it known that, yeah, nigga, what's up? I'm here too. What's y'all? So this what you want? Let me the fuck know what's going on. I gotta do my body, my mind, my spirit, my nuts. It won't allow me not to respond territorial. Like, it comes out. So, I can only imagine. Like, what? Bitch, are you kidding me? 25 years since high school, I am fighting both the man and the woman. Okay, Bobby, period. Right? But he would be the target. Child, hell no. See, women, and now I'm noticing, women are like, hell nah. Women are like, hell, okay, voodoo. Women are like, nah, he's not going to stop because you jumped her. Oh, then that's when I'm redirecting it on him though. Now, if he's entertaining someone, I'm getting him first. And if she knew about me and still went along, I'm getting her off principle. That's what I'm talking about. When you know this motherfucker has been chosen, and you still proceed. You're asking that you want a tooth replacement. You're telling me that you want hearing loss. You obviously saying you want to be blind, bitch. Let's go. Let's do this shit. I think that's the rudest thing. And see, coming from being in the LGBTQ community where shit like this is frequent, that might be why I'm a little bit different, because I'm here. You'll be in a club, niggas will see you walk in a club with your nigga, and we'll go right up to him, give him a drink, and you just be looking like, you grab the drink out of his hand. Here you go. Thank you. Don't need your fucking drink. Bitch, are you kidding me? Yes, that's me. I'm doing shit like that. You getting chin checked. You got two? Or I'm taking a drink and I'm drinking it. It's mine. Thank you. That was cute. That was cute. All right. And it's mine. Bitch, are you kidding me? We don't play that shit over here. I'm territorial. Now, my nigga, he might not be the same. A nigga might come give me a drink. He might be like, damn, you know him? He might be more chill. Roman, you need to know out the gate. Bitch, I'm looking. I got questions. I'm texting you and we next to each other. Who is this? I do that because it comes from my history. My history speaks for itself. My past, and here we go. Shout out. 50 in the chat. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here, man. For real, right, y'all? Everybody getting it. I'm sorry, y'all. She told none my dude would be the target. The other person may be a casualty of war. She told none at all. Period. LOL. What I walk into. Good morning, Jay Parrish. Hey, babes. He should know better. Okay. I love to fight. Don't judge me. I'm working on my ear issues. So all I need is a stare too long. Voodoo. You and me both. And I be staring right along too. I be like, look at this shit. I always be so intrigued. Like, look at this shit. You are so funny. First, I'm always like that. I be like, you're so cute. You are so funny. Oh, he cute. He is cute. Look at him. And you just be standing there like, look at the disrespectful. Look at your ass. Now, yes, in my heyday, I used to be like, let's go out and dance up on somebody else's man. It was cute. It was fun. Yeah. Now I'm on the other side of that. Try me. Not on this one, nigga. And nah. And he gonna be looking at me like, shit, the fuck? Yeah. I'm all mouth over here. I'm all mouth over here. I'm fighting his tires, his clothes. I'm fighting, but it wouldn't be her. Hold on, owe you anything. You gotta hear something. Put me on speaker. Yeah, I don't play that. So I didn't think Cardi was lying, but women gave her a lot of smoke, a lot of backlash. But I just said, maybe I just see things maybe just a little bit different. Whatever. All right, y'all. Let's update one story that I talked about yesterday. And it was the Gervonta Davis story. Now, I wanted to approach this story very cautiously yesterday because I didn't have all the details like we always do. And I'm always like, what else am I missing that could come out and throw this shit off? That's why yesterday I was approaching it like that's why I didn't say, yeah, you did it, nigga. You did. I always relied on your history speaks for itself. You have a history that says you can do this kind of shit. So because of that, I am more obliged to believe you that you were the abuser in this situation. So that was the reason why I led. Now he comes out with more evidence and proof. And these are the cases where you see they both fucking each other up. Okay? She fighting him and he's fighting her. Yeah, he's bigger than her. He probably is putting more force on her, but don't get it twisted. She is definitely fighting back with this man. And this is what I don't understand before I show y'all this video clip. And this is the story we're talking about now. Gervonta Davis shares video of some of the assault he received allegedly by the mother of his youngest daughter. This is what I don't understand. You have a child in the household, right? With your baby dad or spouse, whatever y'all call yourself, and you're fighting so much that you're doing it in front of the child that's on your arm. How? Like, how is that happening? And you have to go back to him telling a story yesterday that him and his daughter was just sitting on the couch watching, and she was mad she didn't get a truck. And that's all we got. And then we got the audio of her in the car calling 911. So we automatically assume he hit her and she was trying to get away and he wouldn't let her go. That's what we had. We went off of that. And his history says the man will do it. Well, then we're here. And so we get here's the girlfriend, by the way. This is her. And so he posts this on his social media. This girl put shit on my toothbrush and everything. This hard shit from my daughter, Pamper. The one y'all say I hit. Can't say I did this. I was fucking locked up. I didn't want to do this, but I am going to clear my name. And so he posts this video to his Instagram story. Y'all get into this. Now, I got to be honest with you. I don't like nobody spitting on me. Nobody. I don't even like you doing it casually in conversation and just fly off your lip. I be the automatic nature in me be like, I can't let it sit there. You know how some people just hold the lip and not move or nothing? Hell no. I instantly, bitch. I don't want nothing. I'm instantly with the what is whoa. Don't take no offense. I like you the same. Just I don't want to shower. I already told you I don't like being wet without being told I'm about to be wet. So check out this video. I don't get it. And so, if you, I'm gonna play it again because it was so quick. But when you watch this video, you'll see her in the back room holding a child with busted glass on the floor and his shirt scratched up. She spit in his face. All of that should also be considered. I don't care if it don't seem as extensive as what he's doing, because all of that also is abuse and it's in front of the child. All of that should be considered. Just as much as this man does need to be charged and held accountable, I think she should be too, you all. And that's the point I'm getting at. Like, I ain't saying he should be let off, but you spit on my face, yeah, God gotta be with me. I truly do believe that she should also, face some charges, because that the lesson here needs to be this kind of behavior and shit should not be done in front of children. You're a child. That for both of them. He need to learn that lesson and she need to learn that lesson. This don't need to go on again. When do we break the cycle? When do we stop it? You know, who knows what they go through, the arguments that they go through. He could be the main aggressor, but at the same time, a lesson needs to be learned here. Both parents, she need to leave him alone, and if it takes her getting charged with counter aggression, then it needs to happen. But I definitely don't see this getting better. He's been put out here publicly bashed already. You think this is gonna be a good thing for them? This shit gonna always come up. Any celebrity relationships, he gonna withhold money. She gonna throw this shit back in his face. There we go with the toxic environment again. I don't understand it for the life of me. Are you fucking kidding me? So that's how I feel about it. What do you all think? She doesn't, but it's the audacity, and I put too much time and training in for her to reap the benefits happily. Period. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Are you kidding me? This nigga way nicer, manners, style, etiquette, and you talking? No, we ain't doing that. I've been married for over 30 years. I would never fight over a man. I would only fight for my kids. Maybe when I was younger. I might in 30 years, a couple more years, I might be saying the same fucking thing. You right. I remember I was on my ex Facebook page and a bitch and him were having an inside joke. I told that bitch she doesn't have inside joke to another female. Period. Goodbye. No more friends over here. Bye. Bye. I will fight for my godchildren, my husband, and my money in that order. Absolutely. I definitely will fight for my little ones. Now that ain't even I'm walking in daycares and shit. What? What? Oh, I thought what? I ain't know nothing. I done did all of that. Done did it. I ain't talking about I will. I've done it. Remember my cousin dropped her kids off at daycare and I was supposed to be picking them up and they wouldn't let me pick the kids up because my ID was a Maryland ID and the ID they had on file was New York State. Baby, I must have almost knocked that damn door down. Flip that bitch open, talking about sign something. Bitch, if you don't get out my face, they sitting there looking at me. Let's go. By this time, it had been like 20 minutes. Like I'm a fuck. Let's go. What are you talking about? The pictures match the same. It looks like me on my Maryland state. It looks like me on my New York state. Says the same name. Says the same height and weight. Bitch, what are we doing here? What now? Now look, you gonna have to call it. What are we doing? Are you kidding me? And they sitting there looking at me. I'm like, let's go. I ain't got time for this shit. And I pulled off. And I said, cousin, I'm sorry if it fucks up your relationship with the daycare. Don't have me go pick them up no more. I can't do this shit. I can't. I can't do it. I get too irritable. It's been 20 years for me, and I understand that. But the way my temper is set up, I got bail money on deck just in case. Did you see when she put the baby shit on his toothbrush, Miss Toby? Now you said, Miss Toby, I saw that and I said, that bitch need to go to jail. I said, now you fucked up for that. Because see, in my mind, I'm instantly thinking, but not about this moment, but what have you done in the past? Like, bitch, have you pissed on my rag? Have you washed your ass with my rag before and put it back? Like, this to me, I could never come back and stay with you. Shit on my toothbrush, you doing too much. You doing too much. Oh my God, who would take a photo of that? Yuck. She got too much time on her hands to be playing with shit. All of that is crazy and toxic. Who are these crazy folks? Ew, shit on a toothbrush, baby. Good morning, Miss Philadelphia. Hey, babes. Good morning. So that's where we left off. I'm telling y'all how I feel. They both need to be locked up until it's all sorted out. Then we can sort it out. Fuck all that bullshit. All right, y'all. We at the last story. And thank y'all for coming through. And I hope y'all hit the like button. And I hope y'all been enjoying the commentary and the different stories we've been talking about today, both local and hot topics. Now, this final story of the day is, of course, the Tory audio. And now y'all know Roman got to sit over here and say, I told you so. I didn't want to. I was like, I was gonna make a separate video for this. I said, for what? I ain't even gonna do that because I told you so. Crew, can I honestly? This is before I get in the story. I got to tell y'all something. I will never come out here and talk about a story or a situation without wholeheartedly feeling convicted and having the faith to know that what I'm saying to you is the right thing. That means that I stay away from the gossip. I don't talk about the gossip. I stick to the procedural facts. I stick to what the case says and so remember the live I did soon after the verdict came out and I told you all this. I said the jury's key evidence was the phone call. And I said it was the phone call and the text message because why? Because the text message was too apologetic. And the jury looked at that as being apologetic for what? And they kept saying that the defense attorneys did a horrible fucking job proving that anytime he apologized, both in text message, both in conversation, that was his nature. He was an apology. They literally, I had to write her name down because I didn't want to get her name wrong. God damn it. Megan Kuniff. Megan Kuniff literally wrote this in one of her tweets. They did a poor fucking job explaining his demeanor. This is what I showed y'all. I'm going back to that live before I even talk about this because I want every fucking content creator had a moments where they validate it and they feel like this is the reason why y'all should enjoy your content creator. And these are the reasons. Even if I fuck up something, I come back like, okay, this is why I fucked up. I jumped the gun, but we're gonna get there. And that's why. Same thing here. It was the phone call. We all knew it was this fucking audio of this phone call. Now here's what the jury said. The key evidence for prosecutors included a recorded apologetic phone call Lanez made from jail to Harris hours after the shooting as she waited for Megan at the hospital. Text messages Harris sent Megan's bodyguard after the shooting that implicated Lanez, and unapologetic texts he sent Megan after the shooting. Those were all key things that the jury really had to really understand, like, okay, so now you need to tell us about his behavior. Because look, based on this, you have audio. You got text message, oral, written, prescribed, down. Solid enough. And it's so funny because when we hear this audio, I just was looking on Twitter, looking at people who are going up for Tory. And it's not that I'm not going up for Tory, but for the case wise, facts are facts. always felt like that. Once that witness came out and I heard what the witness said, there were just certain details about what the witness said to me. Only someone who had some wherewithal or knowledge of that crime scene could only say. And I felt convicted about it. Yeah, Megan said a lot of shit. Yeah, she went back and forth. Yeah, her demeanor changed. Yeah, Kelsey did. Yeah, it was some witnesses that were supposed to show up but couldn't show up. Then there was some witnesses that the DA wanted to bring up, but the prosecutors was like, all right, you bring them up, we're going to close this down until after the holidays so we can have time to do our due diligence. And they was like, all right, never mind. See, why didn't your attorneys think about that well beforehand? All of these things add up to, these are facts of the case. This ain't gossip. She was at a party. I don't give a fuck about her being at Kylie Jenner party. Bitch, she can go to Caitlyn Jenner's party for all I give a fuck and turn the fuck up over there and slap a bitch. The question at hand is, who got slapped? Who slapped who? That would be the question. Not she arrived and she was already drunk, so what that got to do with what? So we're here, and we're here. We're here, crew. Shout out to the crew. Just had a proud moment. I felt really good about that. When I said, look at this shit. Look at this audio. So we get audio, y'all. We're here. Tory Lanez apology call sealed his fate, suggests Megan Kunith. I've been following Megan Kunith the whole fucking case. Even Milagro, I've been following all of them, but I've always stuck to the facts. Even how much I love Milograms. I love her. Beautiful country girl. I love that shit. She probably thick as hell. I love it. I just want to sit next to her and just, hey, bro, what, you know? And she smoked. I saw her on Armand. I said, oh, bitch, we got to light up. I saw all of that. Love her down. But, honey, I have to see the facts. I'm a reader. Not just a one article or one story, but I have to read multiple stories and multiple articles to understand. And that's what I was truly doing. So I knew for a fact that the audio, and I kept saying that, it was the audio. People, well, you know, they didn't have DNA on the gun. Well, you can't even consider that as credible. Fucking LAPD didn't even do their fucking job. So, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. But what we do know is their audio from jail. Now, how dumb, before we even get to playing it, how dumb, just dumb. I swear to God, record labels need to offer public understanding 101, know your rights 102. At these record labels, they need to pass these fucking courses before they can even be an artist. I'm dead. I'm sorry. Yeah, your talent is good, but bitch, you're slow. Who in the fucking right mind would get on and say some of the shit this man said? I'm sitting here looking like, does he not know? Does he think that these things aren't pulled? What? Slow as hell. Slow. Thank you. What was that? Thank you for the love. Thank you. All right. So let's play this audio. So now the audio is Kelsey in the middle calling Tory Lanez at the hospital. Let's just listen to this shit, motherfuckers.
Filtering. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny.
Hold up. Before I do that, please hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. What y'all was saying? What y'all saying? Hey, Queen Diva. Hey, boo. Hey. This should hush up those starting petitions for its release. In your damn petition talking about dividing black people. Girl, the wrong case, wrong situation. You might as well rewrite that and put it somewhere else, honey. Y'all go take, just if your free time, especially if you inebriated, you under something, go read the petition and get a hearty fucking laugh. I mean, you can tell that shit was written by somebody who literally is just like maybe a gossipist. They don't release the tapes, baby. Man, if I ever get into trouble, can you remember? I want you on my legal team as the investigative attorney. I want to be the writer. I want to write, baby, at law. King Roman knows at law, baby. You know, I think what it is about me is that it's just the whole male thing. But she is thick. It is that, and she'll look at you in your face and tell you I'm thick, like nastily. I don't know. It's just like freaky. Like, damn, bitch, why you telling me like that? Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. I ain't saying I'm bi, but I will try. I will try. I will act like a whole nigga for Megan. I'll be like, you know, I will quickly. So you just want to get? I'll be poppy as hell. So let's get into this audio, y'all. Let's check this shit out.
Filtering. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello.
Hey.
Y'all got out safe and everything.
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything. Y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I
TV.
said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that.
Now, remember in court, Kelsey said that she was so drunk she couldn't remember nothing. She was just out of it and all dazed and confused. Does this sound like a bitch that's drunk and all out of it and dazed and confused?
Filtering. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello.
Hey.
Y'all got out safe and everything.
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything. Y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street TV.
I said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
Yo, bro.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know
Now,
what the fuck was
why
going
would she
on,
not
bro.
ever want to talk to him again, y'all? This is
know
the
what the fuck
we.
was going on, bro. Like that.
Why, Tory? Why?
I would do some shit like
Let's
that,
just
bro.
use your reasonable deducting. Be the juror at that trial. When you heard that part right there, what did you instantly think? Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be fucking honest.
Regardless,
We gotta be honest about it. What would you instantly think when you heard that point right there? I know she ain't gonna never talk to me for it. Wait, what? At what moment of the night caused you to say that? You was talking to Kylie Jenner. You got too drunk.
I know. There's
You
a
was in the
lot.
car arguing with
A
her,
lot that
cursing her
happened.
out at her. What was it, Tory? Are we all supposed to be slow? Like, bruh, what the fuck?
What happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You're listening to Street TV.
I think it was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, shorty, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't in there.
Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And so they hear this audio in the trial during the trial, and we're supposed to assume that that's supposed to be what you not you that was you just basically being what how I feel so bad for people who felt like he truly wasn't a part of this, and I truly did not feel like Kelsey shot Megan. I truly didn't feel like that. Even though she played on it in her song, I truly did not feel like it. And during that call, I didn't feel her take any sort of onus of anything. Like she did anything. Like, yeah, I didn't feel like that at all. Now, what's happening now that we see her play it out, I feel like she's tied to 1501. And because of her connection, she's playing a role, which is go against Meg, go against Meg, go against Meg. So it sucks. The man has been convicted. Now we just sit here and wait. We wait to see if they're going to appeal. They got 60 days. What is that? December, that's January, that's around in February. Most people, they either wait 2 weeks prior to, or they end up doing that at the last minute. He's giving me a last minute motherfucker. Like they'll wait and explore all options. Well, I hope you don't follow the fucking appeal. I hope you don't take that appeal and think that that's an option. It's just a way to raise the red flag, honey. And there's so many other issues out here to raise the red flag. Thinking that this situation divides us as a black race, the man and the woman. I hope this situation doesn't. If somebody shoots you, I need you to understand. I don't care what their race is. They need to be charged. That to me isn't a man or a woman. Bitch, I was shot. How dare you? The fuck you mean? What's going on? And so people are still bitter. People are still mad, tweeting their stuff. They'll get over it. I believe people will faithfully get over it because there's no reason for you to sit around here and dwell in it. Now, what's funny is that, Just Hilarious is already turning this into a joke, and it went bad. She's getting dragged online. I have my own things about it. Y'all check this out and tell me what y'all think.
Miami and G Herbo.
Take a shot if you fuck the nigga and his homeboy.
So take a shot if you fuck the girl and her homegirl.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Why would she do that?
Look, these friends better stop fucking the same nigga. That's how you get shot in the foot. Fuck.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Why are people so angry? Where's the lie? There's no lie in that. There's no lie in that. There's no lie in that. Yeah, she's the wrong messenger. Yeah, it's not a time to be joking about it, but I don't think she lied in it. I just don't.
Miami and G Herbo.
Take a shot if you fuck the nigga and his homeboy.
So take a shot if you fuck the girl and her homegirl.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Why would she do that?
Look, these friends better stop fucking the same nigga. That's how you get shot in the foot. Fuck.
And so she got this comment. I was on board till the Meg joke. Nah. And then Just Hilarious. Then make it a Tory joke. Shit. And my thing is, yeah, it's too soon to be laughing about it, but I think it's, listen, bitch, I'm just keeping it real. I'm so passionate. A damn fool. He blamed everything on them 5 shots. Are you kidding me? These are my confessions, okay? That's all you heard. That's all you can hear. They should have played that in the background. Okay, that's a stretch. She legit feels she's funny. Yes, she do. Roman. No, she really does. She's a comedian. They can build a bridge and get over it. No, it's not. Make stupid choices, get stupid prizes. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. So we're here. The Tory, it's going to be salacious now. It's going to be gossip. It's just hearsay. I think what we're going to see now is a lot of people just talking about extra details, because if it ain't talking about an appeal, what are we talking about? And again, I said the procedural process, there were some issues, and they do have a case. I do think they have a case on the grounds of an appeal. Now, it won't be an appeal for a new trial to present new testimony, but it'll be a new case so that the procedures can now be followed the right way using the testimony, the witness testimony, and the evidence already presented at the original trial. So if they think that that'll help them at a new trial for a new verdict, then by all means explore that option. But make sure if you go down that path that y'all have a new defense and a new strategy around these calls, this audio and shit, because it ain't sounding too good. And that's just my opinion on it, y'all. And shout out to the crew. Thank y'all for being here. What is his sentencing date? I think it's January 17th. January 17th. These motherfuckers, they just not gonna be. They just not gonna learn until. And I'm gonna be honest with you. 22 years, yeah, it's January 17th. Somebody wrote as a comment to this, he never mentioned a gun or shooting her, or he could have been apologizing for anything. Could have been for words exchanged or the way Chit went down. There is even a possibility what he said about apologizing for getting caught sleeping with both of them. He never said, I want to apologize for shooting you. So how is this enough to be the reason he was found guilty? It's a trip how they found Tory guilty with so little evidence and OJ walked with everything. And you want to know why? Because the attorneys didn't do enough to your point, to sway that it was never an apology about not shooting the gun. It was never an apology about, they just allowed it to be played and allowed the prosecutors to then build a narrative around it, to which they just defended. They just rejected. No, that's not a possibility. No, there was no, well, if you take it this way, there was none of that. So, you're going to hear a lot of that. Well, it could have been for anything else. Yeah, but they didn't say that. You're not his attorney. It sounds good for us to say it, but the attorneys need to say the shit. Defense attorneys need to say all that shit and prove that. They're too busy trying to prove the fucking relationship and the jealousy and the sexual side of it. Fucking amateurs. Stick to the case. That's all you have. Yeah, it's the 25th. 25th. What are we doing when we got internet right here? Tory Lanez. Sentencing. That's a shame it pop up on Google like this. You know how Google give you the little summary at the top? That's just a damn shame. January 27th. Yep, the same will be confirmed as January 27th sentencing. They also claim that the singer's lawyers were in contact with immigration officials prior to the verdict being announced. They were told that it is likely that he may face deportation. So we're here. Ain't nobody fault but that man fault. What would the suit be based upon? You're not a Jets fan, huh? Ashanti is not a Jets fan at all. I hope they drag her ass. It's all fun and games with Jess's name. That lawsuit for everyone who thought. Come through, Shantae. I'm staying tuned to that lawsuit. We talked about it prior to. We talked about it before, but I'm gonna stay tuned to it. All right, y'all. So I end this live so we can kick up our other live. But before we do that, I got to get some coinage away. But before I get my coinage away, before I get some coinage away, I definitely want to recap real quick. We talked about Sinzae Reed. Please keep this young man's name alive. Look at the videos, like them, share them. We got to talk about this. We got to bring this up to the front. Why wasn't this man arrested? Let's be very, very conscious about this. And this is him, Craig Butler, ugly looking ass. I mean, I'm not just saying that. You just look hard life. You give hard life. That's him. Justice for Sinzae Reed. We also talked about this woman who went out for a walk to go get some food or something from a store, and she was found a few feet 100 from her home. But it was this man. Weird man, weird reply. And so we talked about that. Check that out. We talked about this white employee who was suing Verizon after he was caught using the N-word. And the lesson in here to my people is don't use unprofessional words in your professional environment and think that other people won't think that it's okay. See, folks are safeguarded at work. So you can't threaten them, you can't harm them. So if they say it, what you gonna do? That's only stuff for your public consumption. For when you have some will. Your will is limited, so try to operate within those realms. I certainly ain't at work. You won't catch me, nigga. At work, I don't even want people to think that it's appropriate to even, bitch. I will haul off and have a whole civil rights movement march right in the fucking lobby. Are you kidding me? Did you just what? So no, and he has a point. He absolutely has a point. If such language is used in the presence of management level employees, female employee, African American employee, or Hispanic employee, none is reprimanded or disciplined in any way. So let's stay tuned to that. We talked about boxing, and it's a touchy subject, but I implore you to go back and check that out, replay crew. We talked about Coolio and his lack of estate, which I'm just so shocked about. We talked about Lil Nas and how he is just too much with this trolling. It's going too far, to a point where the shit is getting old. Like, come on now, don't Lady Gaga your way out the industry. We talked about Cardi B and how far would you go for your dick, and some of us said we ain't fighting. Some of us said, bitch, try it. I dare you to try that shit. And then we ended. We talked about Gervonta Davis and how he shared his side of what went on, and we have to also consider his side, given that he is an abuser. Yes, keep him lock that nigga up, but we need to see how complicit she is in allowing this kind of go on in front of her child. Like, what's going on? How, at what point you were in the car that was filmed in the house? Why was it 911 called then? Why did we wait till to get to the car? What Well, I have those questions. I'm sorry. And then we ended on the Tory audio. And as I told you all, this just made me feel really good about this case. And so um that's why I want you all to follow me over on Crime TV. I dropped the link and it's on my channel section of my channel as we do more of these stories and I chop them up and put them over there. Again, one of the first stories I'll be doing is the Sinzae Reed story. So join me over there, follow me over there, please, please, please. Now, after this live, maybe like 5 minutes after the live, we're gonna fire it back up so I can talk to y'all about justice for Shanquella Robinson and what I found, all the updates I've seen and what's been going on in my eyes. So join me over there. I don't want to hold you too long, but I just want to give you some updates on what's going on with Shanquella. So please, the live is set up already on my channel if you just want to hit the notify already. Thank you, crew. I appreciate it. Now let's get down to it. Okay, let's get down to it. Let's get some money away. Let's get some money away. All right, y'all. He has 7 kids. It's been 7 kids, girl. 7 kids. Me too. And I hope all named parties carry and possess the same energy they gave Meg online. I don't want to hear a thing. Let the judge and jury do what it do. Lord, that poor baby. This was a great thank you, 6 girl. Thank you. That mean a lot to me. Thank you. Hey, thank you. All right, y'all. So there was a word I counted this time. There was a word I used, and I'm embarrassed to say this. There was a word I used 2 times on my Wednesday show. Womp, womp, womp. I don't have one of those. Womp, womp, womp. I do that. And then there was a word I used it about 5 times yesterday. And today, because I had to write them down every time I put them in, I used the word about 6 times. And now remember, the past words were affirmation, conviction, evolution. And so what do you think the word is? Now, this is for my members only. This is a $200 Cash App prize. Whatever you think that word is, please drop that word in your Cash App. Go, baby. What y'all think that word was? Well, what y'all think the word was? And listen, if you are like, don't flex. Okay, Rika, I see motivation. Okay. Affirmation. Oh wait is all I'm seeing. All I'm saying is All I'm saying is the fuck way. Wait, girl. Wait. I definitely know this one, but I guess it'll be perspective or maybe redemption. What they do to a horse when they break their leg. Damn. I can't. Damn. That's why I gotta say it afterwards, but y'all gotta put the word down here. You gotta be green. Ox City 805 Queen, you got it. It was definitely Faith. I've been trying to say Faith so much. And Bobby, that's why you wanted the membership link. I'm so sorry, babe. Put your Cash App down. You put your Cash App down. Okay, just go on and put it ain't gonna be 200, but you put it down because that's my fault. Because I saw you wanted the membership link and you put it there. The word is Faith. You knew I thank you for that. Thank you for that. Affirmations, we did that. Aspiration, which is a good one. I definitely don't know this one. What they do to a horse leg when they break their leg. They shoot them and kill them. Oh, faith. It's definitely faith. Now let me tell you why I wanted faith to be the word. Because we talked about affirmations and putting out great affirmations for not only the new year, but right now. Affirming yourself. I want to be the best Roman. I want to be the best content creator. I want to work hard on it. You say that enough, you're affirming yourself, right? Their affirmations, and say it daily. It takes what, 30, 20. I have the book over here, the habits book. I think it takes like 31 days to create a habit. Say that shit long enough and start feeling that, being that, and you'll walk into that. I promise you, whatever. I want to be healthier. I want to eat healthier. I want to be more social. I want to say that. because in saying these things and putting out into the world will conspire for you. So that was affirmations. We talked about evolution, evolving. What was the other one? God damn it, comfort, affirmations. What's my C word, y'all? What was the C word? What was the C word? What was the C word? Conviction. We talked about conviction and being convicted. Now, sometimes you can be convicted negatively or positively, but understanding what motivates you to do what it is you do. And then understand what it is that makes you successful and be convicted in that. What motivates you to do whatever it is you do that's successful? Start there. What is it? Is it the thought of money? Is it the thought of achieving? Is it the thought of self-growth and self-worth? Think of those things. And then once you find that ideal out, be convicted in that. Make that become your catalyst for everything. Oh, and I said sometimes it can be negative or positive. Some people, it's money. They're convicted. Their motivation comes from money. So their conviction to do things is going to be based on the reason behind it. The reason they feel like this is why I got to do this or this is why I got to be here is because of a dollar bill. You don't always got to be like that. And then last was evolution. We got to evolve. We got to know that we have to evolve. It just can't just hit us. You can kind of guide your evolution. So start with some affirmations. Start, being convicted in the right things. Figure out what makes you, what makes you tick. What makes you successful. Analyze yourself so you can be convicted in the right shit. I used to. There was one thing where I used to never, like, just randomly, speak first. I always was you got to speak to me first. I was always like that publicly. Like, I ain't speaking to you, bitch. You got to speak to me first. I analyzed that. I asked myself, why am I? What motivates me to feel like that? What about me? And I broke that shit down. And I got to a point where I understood it to change my conviction, to change what motivates me about that, to change my conviction. And now it's so funny to think about that. I'm like, hey, bitch, what up? Because what that does is it welcomes an opening environment and space. It softens you. It keeps you, approachable, appealable. And sometimes you don't know that, but you can be walking around stanking your face and you convicted in that bitch. I'm a leader. I'm bad. Well, what makes you bad and what makes you a leader? And then you start thinking about it. What? Let me flip this shit. Think about it. And then the last word I wanted to end on, y'all, was faith. Have faith not only in your religion or God or whatever. Have faith in yourself. Over the last couple of weeks, watching my favorite content creators, watching a lot of people, even my friends, it's been a lot of us feeling down about things about ourselves, not knowing that a lot of us go through that shit. And a lot of us have ways of coming out of it. And the only person who can help you really guide yourself out of any situation you in is you. But it starts with having faith in yourself. You got to believe that you can. And that's why I said have affirmations. Be convicted. Evolve. So you can. It helps you have better faith. Like, have faith in yourself. Feel good about yourself. Believe that you can do it. Even when times are tough. Have that even when times are on you. I'm telling you, even when like the world has got you up against the wall, them bills due, your kids need this. Just have like that my old supervisor Yvette used to tell me you can have two things, a pity party or a happy party. What you gonna have? And you only get 5 minutes though. When I would something. And I would literally have even in your worst moment, gotta have something to celebrate about yourself. Well, at least I did that shit. At least I got out of it, man. Fuck, because the lesson is in the struggle, and without the struggle, you're not going to evolve. So you got to know that you got to laugh. You got to feel good about it going through it. And I don't want to get on my high horse. I wanted to say this. So shout out to you. Let me send you this Cash App, baby, because I put the money in here, yesterday? Now this is my love. This is a love token, girl. It's the largest amount we've awarded to a single individual here. Bobby got it first. I'm sending Bobby some love. Don't even trip, Bobby. I hope Bobby put her Cash App down. I ain't even that kind of person. Roman walked right into that one. Baby. Yes, congrats to the winner. Oh my God, I never win nothing ever. Conviction. Thank y'all. Look at y'all. Thanks, Boo Bobby. Did you put your Cash App? Oh, okay, I got it. I got you too. Thank you, Miss Toby. Let me send you yours. Let me do this right now because I know how that goes. I know how it goes. Um, you be like, nah, nigga, send that shit right now because I be sitting in the chat waiting too. Like, where my money at? and thank y'all for being members too. Like, for real, for real. Thank you. Let me know you got it. Oh, you definitely been around long. Okay. I see the name. I'm like, okay. You never know until you see the Cash App name in the picture. You're like, oh, I remember you. And I got you. All right. Um, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yes, I've been trying to work on my social skills, especially at work. Yes, Rika. And it literally just takes us. Sometimes we gotta look at ourselves like, okay, what can I do a little bit better? And then you realize, like, maybe I might, for me, because I was there, it started with actually just speaking. Because I used to just be like on some, I ain't speaking, bitch, what? But it just started with speaking. I still want a membership link for you, so please give me the link. I want to support. Thank you. I will. Damn it. For my next live, when I set it up, I'm gonna have it in there, Bobby. Come through real quick. Yes. Yes, y'all. I really wanted y'all to carry this is what you really want from a nigga. Okay, thanks, y'all. Me being from a church girl, Kojic raised, faith was my word. That's it. Come on, love to Ken. I was going to take the winnings and get me an Oculus. Income tax season will be here soon. Baby, you got to get you one, honey. You got to get you one so I could play with you on the Oculus. Yes, faith in 2023. That's what we doing. We walking into 2023 having faith, y'all. I'm gonna take that Cash App to join the membership. Aw, look at you. I never dropped down, Rika, but always listen on your replay. Thank you, Rika. Thank you, y'all. I'm gonna put it. It's on my channel. You can go to the channel too. On the channel too. Let me. I have to add money to that account again. So hold on real quick. All right, y'all. Let me end this live so I can fire up the next live again, crew. This is the last show of the year. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you genuinely feel how I feel about you all. Genuinely. Um, I did not think I would make it this long doing these shows. We started in January, y'all. We started with the morning show, the break room show. That eventually evolved into, okay, I split, I wanted to do just lives. Then I said, well, let me just do hot topics and local news. And now we're here and we're evolving and y'all are a part of it. And I'm not stopping. We only getting better. And I appreciate y'all love and y'all support. Like, for real. Baby, y'all could be anywhere. And y'all be holding me accountable. I'm not live at 6:30. I definitely get the messages. If you ain't live today, did I miss it? I don't see one on your page. And I be like, I really be like, well, if you don't see one on my page, I ain't gonna live today. What you mean? But I love that camaraderie. Y'all only gonna help me get better. We only gonna keep better. One thing I've learned with you all is I have to stop saying what I'm going to do and not follow through with it. And it's easier to say things than it is to actually complete them. So I have to get better at only committing myself to what I know I can do and what I have time for. Even though everything sounds great, you can only do what you can. And so thank y'all for bearing with me during those moments where I'm like, I want to do this and I want to do that. I want to do this. I'm excited about this. It happens. But I'm going to hone in on what I can do and what I have time for versus wanting to do every fucking thing and can't do none of it, fall through the cracks. So thank y'all. Shout out to y'all. We about to start this other live with Shanquella in 5 minutes. Come join me. Thank you again. Shout out to the crew. Deuces.
Good morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
let's go, let's go. Ow, let's start this show. King Roman news gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know he can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman news.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman news. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman news, coming just for you. King Roman news, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman news, King Roman news. Let's go. Let's start this show.